In a short amount of time, we learned that one of our favorite things about La Cruz is the accessibility to the surrounding areas. Thanks to the simple and affordable bus system, you can visit anywhere from Sayulita to Puerto Vallarta for as little as 18 pesos, which is less than $2. So when our new friends Jay and Kenna from SV Sica invited us to the neighboring town for what they said were the best tacos in the world, we all hopped into the transit van and made our way to put their bold claims to the test. Less than 15 minutes later, we were in Bucerías, a small Mexican beach resort town between La Cruz and Nuevo Vallarta. Once a quaint fishing village like La Cruz, Bucerías became a tourist town when primarily Canadian residents began coming for extended stays with RVs and fifth wheels in the 1980s. Canadians remain a large part of the seasonal population. However, Americans are moving to the city in increasing numbers, with the addition of several condominium projects. Now about those tacos. Birria is a Mexican dish from the state of Jalisco. The dish is meat stew or soup traditionally made from goat meat, but occasionally made from beef, lamb, mutton, or chicken. The meat is marinated in an adobo made of vinegar, dried chilies, garlic, herbs, and spices before being cooked in a broth. And when you order them dorados con queso like we do, they are crisped up with cheese, adding all the more flavor. They were delicious and were truly the best tacos in the world. In our opinion, anyways.
This is the best thing I've ever had.
It was a wonderful day getting to know our new friends over tacos and a long walk on the beach, but the fun didn't stop when the sun set. Back in La Cruz, we gathered at the local watering hole called the Green Tomato, where we spent many a nights with a solid group of sailors. It was the first time we have ever been somewhere that was completely overrun with young cruisers. We finally got to meet Kayleen from SV Footloose, Ben and Allie from the channel Breaking Waves, and catch up with Matt and Amy from SV Double Deuce, who we had met briefly in Chicala the week prior. The Lusty and Sica crew were also there, as well as our friend Dakota, and our California friends Charles and Nora from SV Ayala, who had sailed into town just in time for the evening festivities. Like I said, a lot of young cruisers. Somewhere between the dancing and drinking, we had the pleasure of adding our sticker to the post at the back of the bar alongside our new pals. The cruise had been incredibly welcoming thus far, and we were excited to soak it all in. But for the time being, we danced the night away. Before we knew it, the clock struck midnight and it was time for all of us to return to our boats. If only we maintained that healthy habit the rest of our time in La Cruz. Did you get him?
Yeah.
It was the height of the season in La Cruz, with over 70 boats in the anchorage. Even though our anchor has never failed us, even in the nastiest of weather, we still set our anchor alarm at night using Savvy Navy, so if the unthinkable did happen, we could jump into action and protect ourselves and others. Having your navigation app also be your anchoring app is nifty because it's all in one, so you don't have to go through multiple apps. Savvy Navy is your sailing companion from cast off to anchor down, bringing us peace of mind every step of the way. Luckily, the anchor alarm never went off, so we woke up to an uneventful morning. But it didn't remain uneventful for long.
It's wrong though. We lost this metric machine screw on our furler coming here. Just trying to find one. Maybe someone has it, we'll see. Business, baby. ¿Qué tienes tres?
Usually the best adventures are the ones that are unplanned, which is why we ended up in Puerto Vallarta with Charles and Nora on a day where our only mission was to acquire some bolts. The last time Chris and I were in Puerto Vallarta, or PV for short, was in 2018 on our honeymoon. But we had only scratched the surface of what PV had to offer, doing all of the touristy things, but in the most touristy way possible. This time we had a little bit more of an edge and 5 years of maturity to experience this well-trafficked place with new perspective. PV is also known for its beaches, water sports, and nightlife scene. Its cobblestone center is home to the ornate Nuestra Señora de Guadalupe Church, boutique shops, and a range of restaurants and bars. So we took a bus to Puerto Vallarta. It was about an hour to get here from Cruz, but it was absolutely worth it. Chris and I, 5 years ago, dreamed about coming here with our boat after being here on our honeymoon. And here we are. We made it back. So we're here with our friends, Nora and Charles, and it's very nice to walk around and remember all of those things that we experienced the first time, and a little bit more, because it's different when you're here on your own boat rather than a cruise ship or something like that. The Malecon was just as beautiful as remembered. Its 12-block, mile-long esplanade connected PV Centro to Zona Romantica, with sculptures peppered throughout the entire walkway. In the Zona Romantica, we made it a priority to check out the Lazaro Cardenas Park, which has been an ongoing art installation project. Since 2017, artist Natasha Moraga and volunteers have transformed the once concrete plaza into a dazzling mosaic, with a mission to cover every inch of concrete with colorful designs that reflect the tropical sunlight. The mosaic artwork brings new life into the Romantic Zone, or Old Town PV, and is one of the most popular and accessible cultural attractions. While admiring each thoughtful mosaic, we rounded the gazebo to see there in dazzling tiles was Santa Barbara and Puerto Vallarta, sister cities, flooding our hearts with a sense of home. The sun began to set as we walked the Malecon and watched the Playa Los Muertos come to life. This beautiful pier has gone through 3 versions as part of the Puerto Vallarta renovation process, but its most recent art installation in the shape of a sail has been around since 2013. Architect Jose de Jesus Torres Vega was the one who carried out the new work with the intention of giving a new, attractive, innovative, and modern image. After drinks, we wandered into town for some tacos, then made our way back to Cruz. It was a long day, but one full of learning and memories made with friends. Speaking of making memories with friends, we were invited to participate in an ancient Mayan ceremony where our insides were set ablaze. But all of that is next on Sailing Avocet.
The heat amplifies every 4 times that they do it.